right? Maase Kalalal, Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakudash, Gablana Sada Apostles of Famous Great Stone, Shalom to the brothers out there pushing this truth in sincerity and in honesty. This is GMS Montiga Bay, right? Doing what we do always every Saturday, right? And throughout the week, declaring um, the prophecies of the Lord and telling our people who they are and how they can escape the times to come, right? Which will be entailed of pestilence, plague, famine, um, World War III, and ultimately the RFID chip, which is mentioned in Revelation 16, 13 and 16, which is the mark of the beast. Yeah.
Correct.
And um,
Yeah, because a lot taking place now, as I see in the current time. It's never a dull moment in time like this.
and
We have so much thing taking place. It just the caliber. You speak something concerning what's up going on. And it's a matter of fact, you can't see anything taking place right now because after the World Cup, after the storm, you know, everything will start reveal itself.
yeah, this is Matthew 22 and verse 9. He said, Go ye therefore in thy ways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage. Right?
Yeah, because there's a marriage going on now. Yahweh Shai, is the groom, Israel is the bride. As a matter of fact, the elect is the bride. And Christ made, you know. And here in her in the byways where the Christ making now, right across the globe. All the brothers in the highway making the cry, you know. The cry is about the pending disaster about to take place, telling our people who they really are as a people.
This is Amos 3 and verse 6. It says, Shall a trumpet be blown in a city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord hath not done it?
Yeah, this is the trumpet. You see, the scripture says, shall a trumpet not be blown in a city, and people not be afraid, because back then a trumpet was an alarm to tell you what's going on and what about to take place. It's either a trumpet, a literal trumpet, or but now it's the alarm of the prophets. And now we are out here, the trumpet's been blown. And we are telling you the pending destruction about to take place. Right? And you people don't seem to be afraid. Don't seem to know what's going on anyway. How can you be afraid? Should a trumpet be blown and people not be afraid? What?
Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord hath not done it?
So can be evil done in the city and the Lord has not done it. Right? And the evil about to come upon this place, and the ones that are already here, is your little body can't manage it. Your mind itself cannot even fathom it. Because you have so much, as I keep on saying, we have so much take place that going on in the world concerning disaster. We're talking about earthquake, we're talking about a flood taking place. Right now, wildfire been tearing down certain parts in foreign countries. Spain, all the countries right now. How much people have fled them houses. Going to the land, how much it died. See, I think just recently, a 7.1 earthquake in Japan. Not much died, but you still have people, you still have casualties. I think that stores, if I don't remember the car, a store come down and some dead, some still injured, you know. For that, you have the earthquake that took place in Venezuela, 1,000 dead, you know. And the number keep climbing, disaster and disaster keep climbing. And you're about to see more.
This is Luke 7, verse 32. He said, They are like, verse 31, And the Lord said, Whereunto then shall I liken the men of this generation? And to what are they like? He said, they are like unto children sitting in the marketplace and calling one to another and saying, we have pipe unto you, and ye have not danced.
Yeah, we have tell you what's going on, but you not seem to listen. See? And when the scripture say we have pipe unto you, it mean the prophets. I've been telling you these things are about to come. These things are happening now. These things are whatever past, look forward to this to come. You know? We have piping unto you. And when I mean pipe, not us alone. We have brothers in every part of this globe. You know, different parishes in Jamaica, different states in America, different in Guyana, Trinidad, all over.
And,
See? So they are piping onto the people, but we're not here.
and he said, you have piping unto you and you have not danced. Yo. Um, when you, uh, when you have the men playing the pipes, right, it's a musical instrument. And when you hear that instrument, you should be dancing, because it's basically a sound of joy. So we're out here telling you that there's a kingdom to come where dwell righteousness, where our people are going to be at peace, right? Esau, Edom is no more going to rule over us in rigorousness, right? Esau shall be brought low and then ultimately destroyed, and Israel, our people, right, who were brought over here in the transatlantic slave trade, and um, the North American Indians as well, and Latinos and Native Americans, right? Our people are basically going to be onto the top. So that's the piping. Come out there and tell you, say, these things are going to happen. Our kingdom is going to be established once more, but everyone just see it and walk past you. We say, I have mourned unto you, and you have not wept. So we tell you, say, famine, famine is approaching, pestilence is approaching, Esau is going to come down as a flood, as the scripture says. But you're not more, you're not taking preparation, our people just last year, just blank, right? Um, yeah.
Last. It's a sense of where we think this kingdom will be continued. Alright, somewhere gonna fix somewhere up the road. You know, and the reason why they have so much confidence in it because most of these people don't even believe the whole fact that Yahushua is gonna come back. They may say it, or they may say Jesus is come back, but they don't believe it. You know? They don't trust they're not trusting the process. So they have more faith in this kingdom to prolong, to go on, to continue. See, and the more it continue, the more wickedness you see. You know? Right? In this week I was looking up some of the history concerning Japan, Taiwan, um, Chinese, how they split. And in my mind I already know I have an idea how they split, but just to hear it, it gives you a more comfortable feeling. Right in the middle is so-called white man. He's the most, he's the one that's setting all them division amongst them. All of them is one people. See? So why I mentioned that because we as a people are we in the hurt right now, we don't know what the hell this man up to. You never know what wickedness him have next up his sleeve. Because it's always something going on is his ball field, and it's not for the welfare of anybody. So with wickedness exceeding, they can never tell what next. And if you can never tell what next, this system has to go on. Is also this man.
Alright. This is Ezekiel 5 and verse 15. It says, so it shall be a reproach and a taunt, and instruction and astonishment unto the nation that are round about thee, when I shall execute judgments in thee in anger and in fury and in furious rebuke. I the Lord have spoken it, when I shall send upon them the evil hour of famine, which shall be for their destruction, and which I will send to destroy you, and I will increase the famine upon you, and will break your staff of bread. So will I send upon you famine and evil beasts, and they shall bereave thee, and pestilence and blood shall pass through thee, and I will bring the sword upon thee, I the Lord have spoken.
If you realize the most I keep on saying, "I'll bring these things upon you." You must bring the sword, you must bring pestilence, you must bring famine. You must bring, it's a reason why I'm bringing these things upon you. Because we just don't listen, right? From the smallest to the biggest, we just don't listen. You know, today I was speaking to an elder man about even consuming pork. And he was saying that the best meat ever, and the best thing that ever. So we don't listen. So the most I continuously going to bring pestilence upon us. Continuously going to bring disaster upon us. And as Scripture just tell you, a famine like never yet seen. Most people know that say, boy, famine are going on, the famine are going. If you can't find the dinner, I can't find food today. You know, means your famine means you just can't find it today. But if you have the money, you don't know if you go buy it. You know if you get it. If you have a farm, you know if you go look it. But because so urgence now, you know really have that push. But the most I promise them not gonna bring it. And it's all because we're a stubborn people. You know, it's all because the wicked rule it. It's all because this king on the fall. You know, it has to come. It must come.
This is Acts 7 and verse 51. It says, Ye stiff-necked and uncircumcised in heart and ear, ye do always resist the Holy Ghost, as your father did, so do ye.
When the most High if speak in mind, he speak it straight, he's stiff-necked. See? And you can't find a more stiff-necked people than our people. Not ever. You can't find them. See? I want to mean stiff-necked, I mean all the ears. I mean, look on from the time when Moses brought the children of Israel out of Egypt. Look what took place. Shortly after they come out of all that disaster, they went back in their vomit. Not long after. Forgetting all what just the Most High took them from. Promised to give them. You understand? As a people, as his people. And before they even reach the land, the amount of wickedness that committed is off the chisel. Right? And look at now. It's even worse than now concerning the whole thing because nobody even business. You know, it's a case where, them add sin to sin. Thinking that they're doing justice for themselves. You know? So we are very stiff-necked people. Children want to listen. Never listen. Seeing, but as all people say, seeing who can hear will feel. You know? And at the most I say, you stiff-necked children. How long will I put that from there? What?
He said, Which of the prophets have not your fathers persecuted, and they have slain them which shew before of the coming of the just one?
And just like I said, look at Moses. Moses brought the children out of Egypt, out of children of Israel out of Egypt, and look what happened. Right? You have this lady in Baki, I don't remember her name, that she freed almost in slaves. Right? Not saying she was a prophet, but in terms of what she was doing. You understand? And it could have continued all the way up to now. See, right to the prophets to know and the island byway, and how much of them on the slaughter, how much of them on the put to death. John the Baptist was dead. Paul and all the disciples were taken out by our own people. You know? Right?